Hello everyone and welcome to the Let's Play of Gone Home.
Hi, Mom. So I got my ticket home from Europe. I get back on June 6th, but it's a really late flight because that was the cheapest, so it gets in at midnight. But don't worry, I'll get a shuttle from the airport so you don't have to pick me up. Like, really, seriously, you don't have to. Okay, so, love you. See you soon. Bye.
June 7th, 1995, 1:15 a.m. Caitlin Greenbear, Portland, flight number 270, date June 6, 1995. Katie, I'm sorry I can't be there to see you, but it's impossible. Please, please don't go digging around trying to find out where I am. I don't want Mom and Dad across that, anyone to know. We'll see each other again someday. Don't be worried. I love you, Sam. Directions to work from new house. Left on Crabtree, right on Bullhorn, exit 47 north, round to 202 east, entrance on right past Wage Road. Travel time, 1 hour and 10 minutes. That would have been helpful. Turn the lamp on first. See anything in here? Better? Oh, there's something back there. Have a doggone cool 17th birthday. Happy birthday, Sam. Uncle Harvey. What was that noise? Okay. An invoice from the movers. $2,000. Oh my goodness.
Dear Katie, so much has changed, even just since you've been away. We moved into this house. I'm in a new school, and my big sister being gone for a year doesn't make it any easier. It doesn't feel real, but I'm not gonna let it faze me. I used to tell you everything, and if I can't do it in person, because you're off gallivanting around who knows where, I'll tell it to this journal, just like I was talking to you.
Janice is a
See from hell.
Dear Jan, it's so good to hear from you again. All this new house business sounds like quite the adventure. Remember the little dorm room we shared freshman year? When we were miserably fantasizing about our own dream homes? I always said I wanted a mansion. You said you just wanted a house in the woods. Look, you got both. Somebody up there likes you. I could use some of that magic. Send me some lotto numbers. I'll play them. Seriously. But I shouldn't be complaining about this good old split level we've had since Bob got transferred to Winnipeg. We just got new vinyl siding. Jealous yet? Let me know if you ever want to trade places. So how are the girls doing? Has Katie left on her big European adventure yet? Speaking of jealous, right back soon. I miss you, roomie, Carol. Sam, Daniel from the old neighborhood called. He wants to come see the new house. Call him back. Mom, Daniel is a total weirdo. The only reason I ever hung out with him in the first place is because he had Nintendo when we were little.
Sam. Sam. Hello. Sam. Sam, where are you? Really? I need to talk to you. Please be there.
Hi, Mom. So I got my ticket home from Europe. I get back on June 6th, but it's a really late flight because that was the cheapest, so it gets in at midnight. But don't worry, I'll get a shuttle from the airport so you don't have to pick me up. Like, really seriously, you don't have to. Okay, so, love you. See you soon. Bye.
Sam, Kate, Mom Jan, and Dad Terry. heavens to Betsy. Welcome, new student. We hope that you're excited about your first day at Goodfellow High School as we are. Please be sure to bring the following with you on your first day of classes so that we can get right to the swing of things. One sturdy folder with pockets for each of your six class periods. One line notebook per period, or one large notebook with 6 divided sections. At least 6 pencils, blue or black ink, and 6 pens and 6 pencils. One box of colored pencils. A standard combination lock for your assigned locker. A nutritious lunch, or $2.50 for a lunch provided by the school cafeteria. A positive attitude. Please remember to get plenty of sleep the night before and be ready for the first bell to ring at 8 a.m. See you soon, and again welcome, Beth Valance, Principal.
Oh my god. You are so lucky you finished high school before we moved into this house. So, it's the first day of school, and there I am, introducing myself to the class. And I say that I just moved into the house on Arbor Hill. All of a sudden, every kid in the room turns and just stares like I suddenly transformed into a mutant. I just stood there, wishing pretty hard for a rewind button. Because now maybe nobody knows my name, but they all know who I am. The Psycho House girl. Great.
Obituaries. Oscar Doc Manson. Oscar Manson, 60, of Boone County, died peacefully last month in his home. Mr. Manson was born on September 8, 1933, in the house that would be his home for the rest of his life. He attained his degree in pharmacy at the young age and returned to Boone County to practice. He quickly became a well-loved figure at the center of the community. In the decades preceding his passing, he was seldom seen outside his home. A service will be held this Sunday at the First Methodist Church at 1 p.m. All are welcome. His survivors include his nephew, Terrence Greenberger, as well as, in spirit, the people of Boone County, to whom he provided wellness and comfort. August 2nd, 1994. Hi, Mom, Dad, and Sam. I'm in Paris. I have done many Parisian things, including eating le petit déjeuner and wearing a beret. I'm going to have lots of film to develop when I get back. Sam, I'm bringing you back something from the Shakespeare Book Company since you are my favorite sister. Love you all, Katie. Mom, Dad, and Sam, 1 Arbor Hill, Weird, Boone County, Oregon, 97141, USA. What if JFK wasn't JFK? You can do better. paradox results in JFK's death being desired. John Russell opened his eyes and saw them, the stars, twinkling as if he were lying on the grass in his family's yard in Massachusetts. Even though that place is a million miles away, no. He blinked the sleep from his eyes, looking through the carbon-reinforced safety glass of the space station Archimedes. Yes, he was a long way from home, but the future needed him. John Russell's head swam. He felt incredibly drunk, despite not having touched a drop in hours. He vomited onto his feet, his bare feet. He stared for a moment. Redacted. Processing his sick, flecked toenails, scanning up his bare shins, bare knees, redacted. He was completely naked. He looked up and met the eyes of a gorgeous blonde woman wearing a tight polymer fiber tunic. The fabric that strained at the seams to contain her gorgeous bosom was emblazoned with the phrase, Matter Transference Operator. Then he passed out. John Russell had crossed the gap in time. Only messages has passed before, but now, man, they needed him, now more than ever. Changing the past was no longer good enough. The instructions from the council had been clear, what to procure, what to construct from it, and how to assemble it. So he made the machine, how to transport him bodily across time. And now he stood there, on the bridge from the starship Archimedes, and of the vessel, because only he, who had saved the Predeson's life twice before, could helm the naive crew to their destiny, the fate of the galaxy. Wiring in the house is technically up to safety and amperage requirements. However, multiple layers of wiring have been added to its structure over the last 100 years. System is frequently unpredictable. Lights blink out for no clear reason. Pressure on floorboards and door frames disrupt conducts wired directly behind the surface. Properly reworking the electrical system would be highly destructive to the walls, floor, and fixtures of the structure. After discussion with Mr. Greenbear, since there are no current safety concerns, issues will not be addressed. November 1st, 1994. Dear Terrence, David asked me to write you regarding the reviews you've been submitting the last few months. Frankly, they're becoming more trouble than they're worth from an editing standpoint. There's a word limit. It's your job to stay under it, not mine to cut it back. Even then, it's becoming harder and harder to weed out the tangents and non-sequiturs that from the usable copy without heavy rewrites. The readers of home theater Africanano want to hear about the quality and value of the hardware, not ruminations of your childhood. If it were up to me, I wouldn't be writing this letter. I'd be cutting you loose. There's tons of guys half your age would likely take half your rate to write stuff I could actually use. But David's known you for a long time, and he's the boss, so I'm giving you one more shot at this. On his say-so. You should write him a nice note thanking him for his patience and generosity. Look through your old stuff and start submitting reviews like that again. Then everybody will be happy. Brent Kurtwood, Reviews Editor. Dear Mr. Manson, please find enclosed your original document and typed copy for your records. The notarized copy has been filed at our offices. Thank you for entrusting our firm with this important matter. Sincerely, Jeffrey Wise. Will and Testament. I, Oscar Mason, possessing full competence of mind and memory, and after full survey of valued items to my name, do hereby declare this document to be my last will and testament. The following shall hold true on my passing. 1. I declare that I am a lawful resident of Boone County and that I am unmarried and have no children. 2. I declare that I have no outstanding debts to my name to any creditors living or dead. 3. I do hereby bequeath every item of value of which I may die possessed, including the dwelling and surrounding acres located at Arbor Hill, as well as any and all of my personal property and moneyed accounts to my nephew, Terrence L. Greenbar, Jr. of Ellis County. In the event that Terrence L. Greenbar, Jr. should predecease me, then, and in such event, the bequest to him shall fall in the same as bequest to his children as ordered by age and competency of stewards of the estate. I subscribe my name to this will on the 13th day of August, 1973. Signed, Oscar Mason. Hey, are you the new girl, Sam? I'm Tommy. I'm at the back behind you. Wave if you get this and write back. Hi, Tommy. Yes, I'm Samantha, and yes, I'm new. What's up? I just thought since you're new, maybe you could use a friend. I don't have a lot of friends either, and so I thought I'd ask something if you don't mind. Do you mind? Y/N. She circled no. No, I don't mind. What do you want to ask? Was it just your uncle that went psycho? Or does it run in the family?
Secure all windows and doors. Flood conditions are expected at lower elevations. This is a severe weather warning. The Northwest Weather Service reports high winds and torrential rain conditions affecting the following counties: Austin County, Boone County, Dawn County, the
You know that feeling where the first moment you see someone, it's like they have a big gold star around them, and you have to get to know them? Well, there's this girl. I think she's a senior. She's usually dressed kind of punk. But sometimes I see her in this, like, army uniform, and she's always drawing in this notebook, looking so intense. I had no idea how I would ever, like, have an excuse to talk to her. Till I noticed she and her friends hang out and play Street Fighter at the 7-Eleven every day after school.
Boone County, Dawn County, Takelma County, and Wistaria County. Residents
David
are
Waring,
strongly urged to stay indoors.
August
secure
15th,
all windows
1994.
and
Hi Terry, enclosed please find a Pioneer CLDD 703 unit with remote and cables. We need a half-page review for the October issue, so that it gives you about 2 weeks to get a copy for edit. Standard stuff like you gave us on the CLDD 502. It's a Kami player, so check its CD playback with a few discs, as well as Laserdisc, and they want us to definitely hit the signal-to-noise ratio and toss-link stuff for the high-end buyers. Looking forward for your take on it. Enjoy the unit, Dave.
Conditions affecting the following counties: Austin County, Boone County, Dawn County.
February 3rd, 1978. Terry. Hey man, how have you been? I know you're a published author and everything now, but my editor at Hi-Fi had too much review work to do going around, and he's looking for another freelancer. Naturally, I thought of you. You were saying in your cast letter how much of a pain it's been trying to find a publisher for your latest work of literature, and writing stereo reviews is dead simple. Sit at home with a glass of scotch, listen to some records, and write how it sounds, and then get paid. I've included some issues of the mag to use as examples. If you're interested, send some samples to my editor and tell him you're an old colleague chum Mike sent you. Here's the address. Do it, Mike. The Heaven at the Edge of the World, Samantha Green Bear, Grade 2, Story, The Turtle People, Part 1. Captain Allegra took off at the ocean. It went on forever, or so it seemed. Someday she would find the edge to get to the paradise there. Then she heard a cannon fire. Boom! It was the black pirate ship. She yelled, I thought we lost them at Horse Island. The first mate said, looks like you thought too soon. The black ship came up along the side. Captain Black himself came out on the deck of the black ship. He yelled to Captain Allegra, you're never gonna find the edge. There ain't no paradise, and your father were a liar. Captain Allegra yelled back, then why do you keep following us, you imbecile? The first mate yelled out, we'll stop you, Captain Black. We'll find the edge of the world, and you'll see her father was no liar. The battle kept going until Captain Allegra's ship got out of the way. Now west, she said, and the ship sailed towards the sunset. I am not going to read the reproductive system worksheet for people. At all. From the desk of Donald Phipps, publisher, Mercury Books Incorporated. March 8, 1976. Dear Mr. Greenbear, I write to inform you that unfortunately Mercury Books will be unable to publish your follow-up to The Accidental Pariah. Despite the low sales, The Accidental Savior, we went ahead with the publication of the second books of hopes of the John Russell series catching on. However, sales of the second book have in fact been lower than those of the first, and so our stewardship of series must end here. It's been a pleasure working with you as your publisher and wish you and John Russell the best in your future endeavors. Sincerely, Donald Phipps, publisher, Mercury Books Incorporated. Samantha, please give this to your mother. Janice, thank you for having Danny over to your new home. He has missed having his friend Samantha in the neighborhood very much. Danny asked if he could send Samantha his Nintendo Street Fighting tape, and I gave him my permission. He needs to spend less time with those games anyway. No hurry returning it. Let Samantha know that she's welcome over to the house at any time to visit. Sincerely, Mary Schultz.
When you live in one place your whole life, your next door neighbor is kind of like your default friend. And Daniel only got weirder over the years. So moving away has been a good excuse to, not see him anymore. But he did always have the good Nintendo games. Maybe I'll give him a call.
Katie, please tell Mom and Dad I'm sorry about the stuff that's missing. Sam. Hi Lonnie, so if you wanted to come over to my house still this afternoon, that would be cool. I can drive. It's kind of far, but I can drive you home too, so hopefully that's fine. Right back and leave this in my locker if you still want to, and we can meet in the parking lot after the 6th. Samantha. Yeah, I'm totally in. See you there. Then I'm gonna kick your butt. Get ready.
So you know what they say about the best laid plans of mice and men? Yeah, turns out it applies to Street Fighter too. At least I worked up the courage to walk into the 7-Eleven and ask for a turn, but all that practice at home did not exactly translate in the wild. So after I was finished getting my butt kicked, I followed them outside while they smoked. And that was when she asked me if I was that psycho house girl. But then she said she's always really wanted to see the psycho house. Her name is Lonnie. She's coming over tomorrow.
Katie, please, whatever you have found, don't tell Mom and Dad. The attic.